initially we had a nurse or a dementia support person, mainly on Zoom. There's it looks as though a memory cafe meets in Axminster, which is about 3 miles away, but that's the only one I've found nearby.
The minute we got the diagnosis and picked ourselves up off the floor, we were given lots of handouts by the doctors, and one of them was to get in touch with the Alzheimer's Society, which was amazing because I was expected to be floundering around, and I instantly was put in touch with this amazing woman who arranged to meet me, and I spent 2 hours weeping in a cafe with her while she told me what the support was. So I felt there was a lot of stuff out there. I would say that I felt quite well supported, but I'm not entirely sure about Richard, because the stuff that's laid on is for definitely for an older age group. It would be great to have a group that met, even every couple of months, where we could go for a walk. And these are fit, healthy young blokes, women, whoever. And to be able to go for a walk with like-minded people would be a purpose. You're actually in the countryside, got something to do. I mean, this is something that Richard really loves doing, is being outside and walking and looking at nature and the seasons, etc. And it would give the carers opportunities to chat and swap stories and notes, etc. So sitting around singing Vera Lynn songs is never going to be us.
Eventually, of course, we've discovered it. We have a singing group we go to once a week, which is called Sing for Fun, and that's held at the Baptist Church in Godalming, which is about 5 miles away. So I have to get in the car for that. There's also I have now got somebody that comes in and looks after Paul for half an hour, half a day, twice a week. And then there's another thing we do, and that is in a place called Normandy, not in France. It's called a therapy garden. A plot of land was given to the local area, and I don't know, some clever person decided they would turn it into a facility for the whole of the area, and they do a group once a month for dementia, and that's lovely. We're there for the whole day almost, and then we do various tasks in the garden. And Paul likes that. He likes sweeping leaves up and doing that sort of thing.
Possibly if we didn't live in such a friendly community, the wrong way away, but I mean a socially active community, then we would perhaps be feeling the need of day centres and all that sort of thing. I'm involved with running an art society. We are both professional art designers. So we have an awful lot of social contacts in the village and around because of that. When I say an art society, I'm not talking about standing with easels and doing drawings. I'm talking about art appreciation. Lectures. We have lectures on things, and the fact of being involved with the art society has kept a great interest going for us. So we're not just sitting watching daytime television, which seems to me, the ultimate death.
There's some very good television.
Yes, there is.
Yes. I was a television designer.
I know
you were a television designer.
I know.
Don't you love television?
No.
Gave you a good income.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And that also engenders a spirit of community, because most of us know each other. I mean, we do get visitors come in as well, but we all saw the local thing, and we go down the road to the village hall.
Yeah.
Which is it's great. It's lovely.
I think living where we are in the situation we're in now here, where it's so affable, it's not really a problem.
I think what we lack in facilities is made up for by the closeness of the community. They are super, really, really good. The day that Clive got his diagnosis, I was outside on the front, and a chap came past that I know, and he leant on the gate and started chatting. How are you? And all right. And how's Clive? And I burst into tears, and he said, what's the matter? And I said, well, Clive's been diagnosed today with Alzheimer's. And he had to think for a few seconds, and he said, well, it's a good job that you've moved to this village then, isn't it? Because we'll look after both of you, and we'll make sure that you never want for anything.
This is true.
And-
Absolutely true.
And that was word for word what he said. And they're true to their, if ever we've wanted anything, they've jumped in. And
I mean, we've been very lucky in as much as we've been very supported by local groups that we've joined prior to diagnosis, who've just completely embraced everything. I think my experience is basically people are really lovely, but sometimes you just got to kind of seek them out yourself.